Hey Glam Fam, welcome back to Ginatopia. Today I'm going to attempt to declutter my eyeshadows. Now I have 33 plus a Z palette in large palettes and 21 small palettes, which we have over here to the side. And I'd like to declutter 10% of my eyeshadow, which would be 5. And it would be great if I could declutter 20%, which would be 10, but let's see how that goes since I love my eyeshadows. So let's get started here and let's see if I can keep Bella out of them. Now I'm not sure how this is going to work here, so let's see if I can get this set up to where I can get my eyeshadow palettes going. Now the first ones I'm going to get started with, I know that I'm not going to declutter, are my chocolate bar series and my peach palettes. Now, I know everybody knows the iconic chocolate bar palette. It's beautiful. Let me take this out so you can see it. It's a beautiful palette. Everybody's probably got one. Actually, this is my second one of those. My first one, my niece Melanie likes so well, I gave it to her. This is the Semi-Sweet palette. This is the second one of these I had. I actually gave the first one I had to my niece Sarah. She liked it so well. Then this is the Chocolate Bonbon palette, which I don't use as much, but I want to keep them as a set. And then this is the Sweet Peach palette. Once my friend Pam used my Sweet Peach, she had to have it. And once my sister Whitney saw it, she had to have it. So actually Pam's bought two. She bought one for her daughter as well. So those palettes are going nowhere in my life. So I'm going to lay these to the side. Now, one that can go somewhere is this palette right here. This is a palette from a holiday collection from, let's see, this was from Elizabeth Arden. These are old. Luna, Jewel, Moonbeam, Just Lilac. These are old. So we can get rid of these. So that is one that's going somewhere. I'm going to lay it up here. The next one that I feel like I probably can get rid of is the Catwalk Eye Kit by Gemma Kidd. And there's my cat Bella. She thinks I need help. This palette was shown much, much love. In fact, I've panned the primer and the setting powder and two of the shadows. I love this palette. Mother had bought me this palette. I loved it, but I really feel like I need to get rid of this palette. It's old, and I showed it much, much love. So now I'm not going to be tossing some of these palettes. Some of these palettes will be going to family members because I want to help them build their eyeshadow collection. Now, one of my favorite palettes is my Revealed 2 palettes by Coastal Scents. I think this is a really, really pretty palette. This is a dupe for the Naked 3 palette. The colors are really pretty. The only thing is there's not a whole lot of mattes in here. There's one, here's one, there's one, there, and there. I love this palette though. This is one I gravitate to a whole lot. So that baby is going nowhere. Another palette that is a staple palette of mine, I take this when I travel, is the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics. This is an excellent eyeshadow palette. I feel like if you're just starting an eyeshadow collection, you really need to get this palette. It's only $29, and it's got every color you need to do a eye with. It is just a great eyeshadow palette, and I love it. And when I went to Canada, I took it. I had everything I needed to complete an eye look. So that palette will be going nowhere, and when I empty that palette, I will repurchase that palette because that is an excellent palette. Missed another Too Faced palette. This is the Chocolate Chip palette. I've not played with this palette any yet. Let me see, I need to open. It's a really cute palette. I like the colors in it. Like I said, I've not really played with it yet, so I'm going to keep that one through this declutter. So that's the Naked Chocolate Chip palette, so I'm keeping that one. This palette I just got. This is from NYX. I got this from Ulta Beauty for my birthday. This is the Happy Birthday palette, and if you can see, the colors in this palette are absolutely beautiful. Look at that color. color payoff is gorgeous on those. Beautiful palette. I can't wait to play around with that palette. So that palette will be going nowhere. Another palette that I just got is the Tarte Sea Volume 2. This is the Rainforest of the Sea. Actually, I think I'm going to give this palette as a Christmas present to somebody. I just bought this, and I'm not going to swatch it because I think this is going to be a Christmas present, and that's what I bought it when I had in mind. You can see the colors in that. They're absolutely beautiful, but I had somebody in mind when I bought this. So that's going to be a Christmas present. So I'm going to remove that from my collection and put that in my Christmas box. But look at the packaging on that, how pretty. Let's get it back in the box. The next palette is my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. This is the first palette of hers. And the colors in it are really pretty. There's a lot of similar colors, like this color right here and this color right here are similar. This and this are kind of similar, or this and this are very similar. But I've not really played around with it too awfully much, but I am going to keep it through this declutter. But look at these colors, how beautiful. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. These are cheek colors down here on the bottom, and these are eyeshadow colors. Now, she has a new palette out now, which I haven't got my hands on yet. I did see it the other day at Ulta Beauty, and I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you can see those shimmers on that. And I started to grab it, but I had already spent some money at Ulta, so, at Sephora, so I didn't get it. So, that will be next on my list. Okay, this is an Ulta eyeshadow palette that came in a buy 19 worth and get a little compact for, or a makeup pouch free. I should have given this to my sister Whitney the day that we were together. I gave her several things out of the bag, and that's going to go to my sister Whitney. This is going nowhere. This is my It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. This is one of my first high-end palettes. My mother got me this. I just hate that the packaging gets so dirty on it. It's that pink plush stuff. But these eyeshadows are very high quality. You can see where I've already panned one, getting ready to pan a couple more. This is one of my favorite palettes, and it's hard to not get the gleam off of that because that packaging is so beautiful. But these are high quality, beautiful eyeshadows. I never thought that I would like oranges on my eyes, but let me tell you, these are beautiful, beautiful colors, and I love it. That palette is going nowhere. The next palette I have are by W7. I have two of them. I have In the Night Smoky Eyes, and I have Mighty Mates Natural Nudes. This one is going to hang around for a while because I don't have a lot of purple shades, so I'm going to keep this. There is the purple colors. Not really intense, but I can get a pretty eye out of them, so I'm going to keep that palette. And here is the Mighty Mates. I've not even swatched out of this palette yet. I may give that to someone as a gift since I've not even swatched it and I have so many colors like that. So I'm not going to swatch it because that may be a gift to somebody. The next palette I have is by Style Essentials, Golden Nudes. I got this at Five Below. I think I'm going to keep this palette because I haven't really even given it a try. So I'm going to keep that palette. Well, so far I got 3. Okay, if you're seeing double here, that's exactly right. This is the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection. Now, I know some of the makeup gurus did not like this palette, but I did. I liked it so much that I bought one to give as a gift. And I think this is mine. This is the dupe for the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I think this one is mine. Let me make sure that I open up the right one before I start color swatching. I love this eyeshadow palette. Yeah. I liked it so much that I bought another one. I thought the colors in it were beautiful. I got such a beautiful, beautiful eye out of it. They're a little dusty, and there's a little kickoff to them, but you really can get a really, really pretty eye out of that palette. So that palette is going nowhere. Here is my City Color Figtastic palette. There are a lot of beautiful colors in this palette, like this purple down here, and this, that purple is beautiful, and this pinkish shade right there, which I'm not getting a lot of color payoff, but I love this palette. But I've got these colors and a lot of others. I'm going to put that in a maybe pile. Let's put my maybe pile right there. Let me grab something and wipe some of these colors off my arm so I can color swatch a few more for you. I didn't start out coloring swatches because everybody knows what the chocolate bar palettes look like, and I didn't feel like I need to swatch those, but some of these others you might not have seen. Okay, this is my Tarte Tarteus Pro palette. I had this palette in my collection for a long time before I started using it, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I love this palette. I've got my pinks and burgundies and purplish shades down here. I've got my orange shades up here. This is a great palette to travel with. It's got a really large mirror. Now it's got those shimmery, glittery shades on the side, which I will probably never touch unless it's Halloween, but that baby is mine. I have another Tarte palette, which I've not even taken out of the box yet, but I bought because I heard it's a really good palette. So let's open it up. Look at it. It is the Tartelette Tease palette by Tarte. This would be a great palette to travel with. It's got all your great basic colors. It's only got 2 shimmery shades, 1 glittery, 1 shimmer, and 4 matte shades. Do I really need that with all my other palettes? Yes, I need that. I need that in my life. Okay. The next palette I have is by Makeup Revolution. This is an exact dupe for the Kat Von D Shades in Light, but this is called the Light and Shade. This palette is fabulous. As you know, Makeup Revolution does dupes for the Too Faced shadows. They do for the Urban Decay. If you can't find them in your Ulta, then you can order them online. A lot of times they're buy one get one free or buy one get one half. This is a great eyeshadow palette. This is in one of my top 5s. Going nowhere. Okay. I finally bought into the hype and bought it. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and this palette is gorgeous. Again, it's got that velvety packaging, which gets dirty so easily, but look at those colors. Look at those colors. Oh, gorgeous. Look at this. Look at Love Letter. Ah, look at Burnt Orange. I don't know if you can see it on my tan right now, but beautiful. Anastasia, I love you. I'm so glad I finally bought you. Modern Renaissance, I love you. You're going nowhere, but back into my collection. Now this is a Lancome palette that I bought. Do I really need you? Do I really need you? Do I really need you? Nope. You're going. Here are 2 Estee Lauder palettes. Let's check these out. This one I traded a Vera Bradley wallet to my sister-in-law for. I definitely showed this eyeshadow palette some love. I think I'll take that to work and put that in my desk. I loved that eyeshadow palette at one time. That was one of my favorites. And this one was out of a holiday collection. This is called the Pure Color Envy Sculpting Eyeshadow Palette. Oh, this one was called Enchanted Berry. Sorry. And I have barely touched this one. Let's see what shade this is down here. It doesn't seem to have a whole lot of color payoff. It's got 2 blushes in 9 colors in this palette. I'm going to put that in my maybe pile. That might be a good one to put in my travel bag that I keep packed at all time. Okay, my next one is my Real Her playbook book that came in my FabFit Fun box. And as you can see, I haven't taken it out of the box because I thought it might make somebody a good present. Well, let me see if I can get it open. Some of this packaging. Okay, let's see. It is the Real Her 1 eyeshadow palette. And yeah, I'm not going to color swatch that. I think that will make someone a good gift. And I have paid for all of my eyeshadow palettes unless I tell you otherwise, so I can legally give them as a gift. This is another Estee Lauder palette that I've had forever. And I think it's time to give it up. So I've met my goal of 5. Here is another Lancome palette. This is color design, but I don't see a color on it. It's called Chris Estelle or Esty. I can't see that small writing. But let me see if I can get it open. But here's what it looks like. It's blacks and grays. And a really pretty silver. And I don't have a silver shade. And I don't have a black that's that gleamy. So I think I'm going to keep that baby. Here is an Ulta Beauty Matte Neutrals. I do like this eyeshadow palette. The colors are good. Yeah. I really like Renee down here. I like Courtney. Yeah. I like Jen. Yeah, this eyeshadow palette's not going anywhere. Here's my Z palette that I've just started with some eyeshadows up there in the corner. I'm going to keep that for the potting stuff. Here is an eyeshadow palette that I got at, I think I got this at Ross. It's got eyeshadows on one side and blushes on the other. Yeah, I'm just going to keep that because it was inexpensive. It's got all kinds of great colors. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. The next eyeshadow I got is a Smashbox. This is the Smashbox Mattes. I have hardly played with that. I'm going to keep that and play with it some more. If I don't get any use out of it, then I will give that to someone. Now, on to that bunch. As Bella's cleaning herself over there. So far I have got rid of an Estee Lauder, a Lancome, an Ulta Beauty, which I'm giving to my sister Whitney, a Catwalk Eye Kit, and a, what do we say it was, an Elizabeth Arden. So, we're going to go to these 3 LA Color Kits. I got these at the Dollar Tree. This one, let's see. I don't have any colors like that. I'm going to keep that one. The pinks and the grays. I'll put that in the maybe pile. This one I can get rid of because I have the peach palette. So I don't need that one now. Okay, I've got 2 glitter palettes, which I'm going to keep both of them because Halloween coming up, I probably will use those. So I'm going to keep those 2. This is the Wet n Wild All Natural palette. This is a good palette, but having the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection, plus having the Modern Renaissance palette, I really don't need this one, so I'm going to give it up. But it is a good palette. We really get some pretty colors out of that one. So that's a good palette, but I am going to have to give it up. Another one I'm going to give up is the Hard Candy Greens. I waited for a long time to get my hands on that palette because Walmart was constantly out of it. But as you can see, I only used one color out of it, and that was for Halloween. And I use these little foam things because I used it on my face. So, yeah, that palette is going bye-bye. Here is another eyeshadow palette. This is Almay for, let's see, for hazel eyes. I'm going to keep that. Here is another one that can go bye-bye. It's a Surrey palette, Signature Shadow Trio. As you can see, I panned one shade out of it. I got a lot of use out of that eyeshadow palette, but I've had it for a while, so that baby can go bye-bye. This one I'm not even going to open up. It's a loose powder. It is from Sally Beauty, and I don't want eyeshadow all over my bed, but it's a cream color, but I've got enough cream color, so I don't need that in my collection. Look, I'm doing good. 3, 6, 9. Okay. Here is a Milani Glitter Cream. I'm going to keep that with Halloween coming up. Here is a Color Mates I got from the Dollar Tree. No color payoff. Going bye-bye. This one is a Signature Club A. Let me wipe some more of these colors off my arm so I can do a color swatch and show you. I have not really played with this much, and I want to do a whole series or a whole review on their color, on their eyeshadow and makeup collection, and so I don't want to get rid of this until I do it. And let's see, not a lot of color payoff in the brown, but the shimmer looks okay. Don't know if you can see that on my hand or not, so I'm going to keep that till I do that. Here is one by Avon, and I do like this eyeshadow. You can see where I've dug into the pans in that, so I'm going to keep that one for a little while longer. Here is another one from Avon. Let's find that baby a new home before it gets old. Here is a brand new one from Sephora. It is in the color Snake Skin Dress, and I just bought that one, so I'm going to keep that one. In fact, I've not even taken the plastic off of it. Let me take the plastic off of that and color swatch that for you. Sometimes with my hazel eyes, this color really looks good on my eyes, so it's very close to this, but I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. I'm having trouble with my lighting in here. Let's see, how does this open? Should just, there we go. So let's do a color swatch. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. So, yeah, that baby's staying. Here is 2 little color samples that I got in one of my Ipsy bags, I think. This is a Coastal Scents Revealed Smoky sample. I've got these shades in a lot of other kits, so I can get rid of that little sample. I just got this one in my Ipsy bag. This is the Balm Voyage sample. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Nothing against that, but here is a Hard Candy. It's busted all to pieces. Every time I wore it, I had lots and lots of glitter fall out on my cheeks, so that baby's going away. Here's another one that can go away. This is Purple and Lilac. It is by the brand, let's see, the Color Workshop. That baby can go away. Here is 2 from LA Colors. This one right here I used at Halloween one year, and I really like the colors. I think I'm going to keep that. And here is another one from LA Colors. I think I'm going to keep that one. And here is one from Wet n Wild. I think I'm going to keep that one. Let me check. let's see, here's the crease, or the lid, the crease, and the eye. Let's see. Do I need those colors in my life? Nope. That baby can go too. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to this one from Estee Lauder. Yeah, I'm going to put that in my travel bag, so I will keep that one. Here is my Figtastic color. Let's keep this one and play with this one a little bit longer. So let's see how many I got rid of up here in the get rid of pile. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got rid of 17 eyeshadows, which is a whole lot better than I thought I would do. So kudos to me. Bella, tell everybody hello. Say hello, everybody. Say hello. Say hello. This is my beautiful cat, Bella. She might be beautiful, but she's very, very mean to my other cats. Say hello. And this is the pile of eyeshadows that I'm keeping till my next declutter. But this baby will be going nowhere. This is the Modern Renaissance. This baby will be going nowhere. This is the Makeup Revolution Light and Shade. And for sure, this baby will be going nowhere. So until the next time, be sure to share the love, not the hate. Love you, critters. Yeah, they need love too. This one, just when I get home from work in the evening, she just comes running down the steps to greet Mommy because she loves Mommy so much. She's so jealous of the other cats. But, you know, if you're not an animal lover, I'm sorry, because I am. But anyway, my makeup, only a few of them will be going into the trash, and that's the really old ones or the busted up ones. The other ones will be going to a family member who hopefully will love them as much as I did, or showed them some love that I didn't. But anyway, until the next time, I love you, and I will catch you on the other side of my videos.